We have a little project today for the Tesla. Now, everyone has ambient lighting on their doors and they have them on their dash, but I'm about to do a 2-layer ambient lighting on the dash. So we have this strip right here, and this one is actually combined with this one down here. They're the same strip. Well, they're different strips, but they're in sync together, which is awesome. It allows me to customize both at the same time. They have animations, they have effects, they have responses, all that stuff. But I just partnered up with Yeslak to debut their new dash light. This one just goes along the top here, but I didn't want to just throw this one away because it still works good with the other lights. So I was thinking to myself, where can we put this light? What can we do with it? And my immediate thought went into this little crack right here between the glove box and the silver part. And that little crack or crevice goes along the whole way. So it goes along right here, and then there's this gap for the steering wheel, but I think we can bow it up and just have it go across there, and then it also continues behind the screen. We have to take it out anyways, so it's not really gonna hurt us to remove it and just try it out. We're gonna go ahead and remove this panel. The wire is routed through there, and then we'll pull this light out, and then we'll get to wiring it along here, and we'll see how it looks. Don't think I could have gotten that done without lifting up the dash for that. And when we put the second light in, probably gonna have to do the same thing, lift it back up a little bit. This screen does not make it any easier to go behind it and put it in, so there's that as well. But we did it, the light is out. Now we'll try to get it to fit inside of here. So we just encountered a problem. And the screen back here, the way that it sits flush, there's no gap in here. And on top of that, this, like, even if it starts like right here, it doesn't reach all the way to the end of the passenger side. So it kind of just stops right here, which would make it look a little bit incomplete, I think. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's obviously also not the best. So what are we gonna do? I noticed the air vent right here. Remember, there's two air vents. There's the one that's like all the way along here, and then there's this one right here. There's holes in here. So I'm thinking maybe we could have the light like shoot up. That could be kind of cool. But that means we're gonna have to pop this dash off. So we're gonna have to pop off the clips from the other side. So this is the bottom side of the dash, and if I go ahead and I take this light and I put it on the other side, you can see it come through. So there is a gap here, and we can get some of this light down here. Now it's not gonna go all the way to the end because like there's this part right here, and I want it to come out of this one too, so it's gonna be kind of spread out, but I think we can do it, and I think we can make it look cool. These wires are for the screen I have right here. If you want your own screen, because I love this screen, I'll put it in the description below the like button, but this is really thin, and I think we can just go ahead and tape it like this. Now we have motion sensor lights, and we can't really turn it off, and it's super bright in here, and it's not doing a great representation, but you can still see this, and I think it'll be better at night. It does look pretty cool, kind of shining through the vents, and I've never seen anyone with this before. Guys, I just came to a realization, and I'm kind of torn. I kind of do like the light right here. It's a little bit above that crevice. It's actually right in between the silver part and the dash. It sits a little bit farther back, but I still think there's enough of a gap to have this shine through. Because of the swivel screen, the mount, the way it is, we can actually just push this behind here. We won't get any light out of here, but I think that might be okay. So let's put the dash back on. Let's close this right here and see how it looks. All right, guys, ignore the bad PPF job here, which I'm gonna totally redo a little bit later, but forgetting that, you can still see the light right here. Check that out. It goes along right here. It's a lot more ambient. It's totally less in your face, but I think that's fine. And it's not that bad of a fade from here light to being nothing. I think that's okay. I think it's acceptable. I think we're going with this one. So I just temporarily put the dash back on. I think what we're gonna do is tape it to, or we'll probably use some 3M. I think we'll 3M it to the top right here, and then we'll just sit it back down and set it and forget it. I mean, honestly, I don't know if we even need 3M because it's sitting just fine right now. Even when I open the glove box, it's perfectly fine. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we'll 3M it to the edge, like the very edge of the silver part. That way it can shoot downwards more. I think that's a good idea. Because right now it's kind of just sitting in that slit. But if we pull it out a little bit further and then we put it at the very edge, I think that's a good idea. So you can see the difference of me bringing it out here. If we 3M it to the silver strip, we'll have this along the whole way. It'll be a little bit brighter. And while I'm out here rearranging the guts of the Tesla, literally just taking all the wires, I've been wanting to do this for a while. My MagBak cable, which by the way, amazing wireless charger. I love this thing so much, but the cable for it has just been dangling down here. A better way to wire it is to stick it behind the swivel screen and then have it come out underneath here and then wire it along there. 0 wires for hopefully the lights and now this MagBak. So everything is gonna look super clean when we're done with it. That's the plan. So I just wound up stuffing it in here because it holds pretty well, and I had to only VHB tape it on this side because there's nothing to hold it in over here, and it holds itself in right here, and then over there on this far side it has the same thing where it like holds itself in. So let's put it down and see if it sits and it fits properly. It's 3-pinned moment of truth. Oh, it's on. Check it, y'all. It's on. It is lit. That's a light strip. I found the gap to push it through, and it definitely helps if you pull this panel forward as you're pulling this through. It creates more space because there's a little slit that it's just sliding through. You don't have to take this panel off. Just definitely go ahead and pull it forward as you're pushing this through. If you look super closely inside of here, you can see a little slit at the top. Now, there's plastic trim in here, and then there's this faux leather at the top, and we're basically going to be sliding it in there. Sometimes it fits in just perfectly and it friction fits. Other times you'll want to use like 0.5mm not included 3M, and that'll definitely get it to stick inside of there. All right guys, check this out. So light is going across the whole top, right? We have this light installed here and it looks sick. I found a few cool features. Let's demo some of them. One is the turn signals. So you press your turn signal down, it turn signals. Isn't that cool? And then the same thing with this side as well. I wonder if that works with the hazards. So I just press the hazards on and that side goes on and this side goes on. Another cool thing is that if the door pops open, this gets brighter. Here, watch this. I'm about to open the door. Oh, you see that? It gives you a little bit of light. And then when we close the door, it turns it off. Isn't that sweet? And then the same thing for this side. I'll go ahead and pop the door. See, it's on, and then let's close the door. It turns off. If you wait long enough, you can see the ambient lights changing, and I really like it. It's like a slow gradient, and you can actually adjust that with this scroll wheel. You can see it just turned to a lighter blue, and it's just fading through the colors. But if you press and hold this for 2 seconds, and then you scroll, then you're going to adjust the ambient lighting. It's kind of like a teal color right now. It's been cycling through colors, and I really like the speed. Unfortunately, there's no app with it, but it keeps things simple. When you go ahead and close the door, by the way, the lights turn off just like everything else. They all turn off. And when you go ahead and you open the door, it does a welcome animation. You can kind of see it going across there. It's gonna go away and then boom, it turns off and it turns automatically back on, and those are your lights. So with all those features, with all of those cool things, I'll have this in the description below the like button. You can check it out for yourself. You can snag one with a discount code. I'll
also have down there. And let me know what you think. Let me know what ambient lights you have in your car, which ones you're gonna put in your car. I'm curious on how you light up your Teslas.